Shalom, I'm Josiah Schoppelrei. This is Spiritual Warfare. Today I want to talk about Proverbs chapter 29 verse 18, which says, "Where there is no vision, the people perish, but he that keeps the law, happy is he." Now, there are two ways you can look at this verse. It could mean you perish physically, or you can perish like emotionally. When you have no goal, when you have no vision, when you have nothing, like no goal set before you, then you're going to either physically perish, meaning you're going to like physically feel sick to your stomach, that you have nothing planned ahead, and you're going to feel really bad about it. Or it could also mean spiritually, like you spiritually feel dead inside and you have no goal. Which it is important to have goals in life. You don't just want to sit around and not do anything. And if you're the kind of person that doesn't have any activities, no hobbies, no job, no nothing, then you might actually relate to this scripture. Because scripture is all about people keeping the law. It's all about people doing things, keeping the law, keeping God's commandments, going out and helping people, doing something, building a better future for themselves and for future generations. Also by keeping the law of God. Without the law, I would also say that even without the law of God, people will also perish. Because you need law and order, and you need action as well. With that being said, there are people out there who have been praying for a goal, praying for a life, praying for a destiny, but yet they do not keep the law of God. They do not keep His commandments. And so they pray about it and they wonder why they don't get an answer. They wonder why they don't get a response. They wonder why there's no answers, no solutions are coming in when they pray for a life, for a future, for a vision of some sort, anything. But even Scripture says, and this is actually from Proverbs chapter 28 verse 9, that says that he that turns away his ear from hearing the law, even his prayer shall be an abomination. So even if you're in need and you ask for help, and prayer, but if you're not keeping the law, your prayers will not be heard. So when it comes to your goals in life, when it comes to things you want to accomplish, you have to include the law of God and you have to include the law of God in your life. You have to apply the law of God in your life. Which is if you read it, most of it is common sense. Whether it's thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not commit adultery. I know I'm not like naming it in order. I'm just kind of throwing some out there. But most of that stuff is basic common sense. When you have no common sense in your life, then you're going to be the kind of person that's not going to have any luck or any success when it comes to your goals. Now, when you do keep God's commandments and you do apply them in your life, there is actually another scripture that talks about the blessings that come to you when you do keep God's commandments. And that is in Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 1 through 6, "And it shall come to pass, even you shall hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord your God, to observe and to do all His commandments, which I command you this day, that the Lord your God will set you on high above all nations of the earth. And all these blessings shall come unto you, and overtake you, if you shall hearken unto the voice of the Lord your God. Blessed you shall be in the city, blessed you shall be in the field, blessed shall be the fruit of your body, and the fruit of the ground, and the fruit of your cattle, and the increase of your cattle, and the flocks and your sheep. Blessed shall be your basket and your store. Blessed shall be when you come in, and blessed shall be when you go." So when you do keep God's commandments, when you do keep His law, when you do apply God's law, His commandments on your life, then shall follow the blessings. Blessings shall come to you. But again, you have to keep His law. You have to have common sense in your life. Now I know those are only 6 verses of Deuteronomy chapter 28, but that's just to kind of give you an idea of the blessings that will come to you when you keep God's commandments. So I hope this video was helpful to you as to what you should do when you want a goal in life and how important it is to keep God's commandments. So I'm Josiah Schoppelrei. This is Spiritual Warfare. Have a blessed day. Shalom.